Om Shanti. Good morning, Diamond Morning. Welcome to Baba's Murli. Baba's Murli today is the 30th of March 2024. In the essence, Baba says, sweet children, the Father is the one who gives you the donation of life. He gives you such study that you receive the donation of life. Remember with love such a Father who gives you the donation of life. Question. On what basis do all your treasure stores remain full for 21 births? On what basis do all your treasure stores remain full for 21 births? Answer. This knowledge that you children receive at the confluence age is your source of income. On the basis of this study, all your treasure stores become full. Through this study, you receive happiness for 21 births. And there will be nothing that you desire to attain. Baba gives you souls such a donation of knowledge that you become great from nothing. Om Shanti. God speaks. You Saligrams understand that Shiv Baba comes to teach you. You children know that he alone knows the beginning, the middle, and the end of the world. You children don't find anything new now. You have now understood everything. Human beings have forgotten everything. Instead of the one who taught them, they have inserted the name of the one who claimed number one in the study. While studying, you have to prove this aspect. This is a matter of the scriptures of Bharat alone, not the scriptures of other religions. Excuse me. The mistake that they have made in the scriptures of Bharat. Baba says the mistake has been made in the scriptures of Bharat. No one apart from you can prove these things. You children know that this is the eternally predestined drama and that it will repeat again. You are making effort to reform human beings. When human beings are reformed, the world itself becomes reformed. The golden age is the new reformed world, whereas the iron age is the old unreformed world. You children understand this very well, and you also imbibe it and become able to explain it to others. This has to be very refined. Baba explains it to you by refining it so much. He reforms you. The Father says, when you have reformed yourselves, there is no need for me to reform you. You had become un-Aryas, unreformed. And now you have to become Aryas, reformed. That is, deities. That will only be in the golden age. All of them were reformed, and so unreformed ones now worship them. It doesn't enter anyone's intellect why they call them reformed ones, since they're all human beings. Those who were reformed Aryans have now become unreformed ones. Yeah, Aryans and un-Aryans. However, the Arya Samaj, that is a particular society in brackets, is a sect or cult. All of this can be understood very clearly from the picture of the tree. This is a human world tree, and its duration is 5,000 years. It is called the Kalpa tree. However, the tree doesn't enter people's intellect. When you speak of the Kalpa tree, however, the tree doesn't enter people's intellect when you speak of the Kalpa tree. This has been explained to you in the form of a tree. Those people say that the duration of each cycle is hundreds of thousands of years. The Father says that it is 5,000 years. Some say the duration is of a certain time period, and others say it is of another length. No one can explain it clearly. They debate the scriptures so much amongst themselves. This is your chit-chat. You also have seminars. That is called chit-chat. You have question and answer sessions in order to understand clearly. That is called chit-chat. You extract a point from whatever Baba says, Baba tells you, and then relate that to others. You can also go and listen to what other people say, and then come back and tell the people here about how they debate amongst themselves. First of all, you have to explain who the God of the Gita is. By forgetting God the Father, their accounts have gone into total loss. You children have love for the Father. You remember Baba. Baba alone is the one who gives you the donation of land. He gives you such a donation of knowledge that you become great from nothing. So you should have love for the Father. Baba is telling us such new things. We remember Shri Krishna so much, and yet he doesn't give us anything. People also remember Shri Narayana. Did anything happen by remembering him? We still remain poverty-stricken. The deities were so solvent. Everything has now become artificial. Things that didn't have any value have now become valuable. There is no question of grain, etc., costing anything. They all have their own property. This is nothing on, Baba says, there is nothing unattained that they would want to attain. Baba says, I make your treasure stores full. I give you such knowledge that your treasure stores become full. It is in your intellects that this knowledge is your source of income. Knowledge is everything. You become so elevated through this study. There is the treasure store of the study. There, those teachers teach you, and you receive temporary happiness from that. Through this study, you receive happiness for 21 births. Your children should have a lot of happiness. It takes time to understand this. No one can understand it quickly. Only a handful out of multi-millions emerge. For half a cycle, all human beings have continued to make one another fall. Only the one Father makes you climb up. Instead of using the name of the one who teaches you the unlimited study, they have inserted the name of the one who is studying. Baba says the world doesn't understand these things. They say God speaks. He taught us and then departed. There is no scripture that remains of him. In the golden age, there are no scriptures. All of those scriptures are on the path of devotion. The tree is so large. If these innumerable branches of the tree were not to exist, there would be no trace of the tree left. All these matters have to be imbibed. You imbibe these things. The one who teaches you, teaches you, and then disappears. Those who study then go and become. What do they become when we study? Baba says the masters of the world. These are such new things. Not a single thing sits in anyone's intellect. All of you students are number ones. Some pass and others fail. This is an important, unlimited examination. You know that if you study well now, you will then study well every cycle. You know that if you study very well now, you will then study very well every cycle. Only those who study well claim a high status. Everything will go, Baba says, everyone will go back number-wise. The whole class is transferred. They go and sit there number-wise. You souls have this knowledge. Good and bad sanskars are in the soul. The body is just clay. A soul cannot be immune to the effect of action. You understand who is 100% Satopradhan and who is 100% Tamopradhan. First of all, you have to uplift the poor. They would come first. When the very good special disciples of the Guru come, their intellects will open. They will say that their own leaves are now leaving them. Those who belong here will emerge again. The Father comes and begins to grow the new tree. Those who have been converted to other religions will all come back. they will still come back to their own Bharat. They were the residents of Bharat. Those who belong to our branch will all come back. As you progress further, you will continue to understand everything. Now, everyone continues to be shocked by the people abroad. Wherever there are people from abroad, others continue to chase them away. People think they have become very wealthy, and the people here have become poor. At the end, everyone has to go back to their own religion. Eventually, everyone will run to their home. When a person dies abroad, he is brought back to Bharat because Bharat was the first class pure land. There was the new world, it's in Bharat itself. At this time, this world cannot be called a viceless world. This is a vicious world. This is why people call out, "O purifier, come and make us pure." Although it is the same world, there isn't a single pure being at this time. Pure souls exist in the incorporeal world. That is the great element of life. That is the great element of Brahma. All souls will become pure and go back there. Then they will come down to play their parts, number ones. This is the foundation of the original eternal deity religion. There are 3 tubes emerge. Then the 3 tubes emerge, the 3 different religions, main religions. This is the deity religion. This is not a tube. First there is this foundation, and then the 3 tubes emerge. The 4 religions are the main ones. The best religion is, which is the best religion? Baba is saying is the Brahmin religion. It is praised a lot. You become like diamonds here. The Father is teaching you here, and so you are so great. You Brahmins are even more knowledgeable than the deities. It is a wonder. The knowledge that we receive will go with us. Then we will forget this there. You know what you used to study before and what you are studying now. What are those who study for the ICS study, and what do they study later? ICS is the Indian Civil Service exam. There is a difference. As you progress further, you will hear many new points Baba will not tell you now. The part is for you to listen later. It is in your intellects that you will have imbibed Baba's knowledge by the time the part of knowledge is to end. Then our parts will begin in heaven. Shiv Baba's part will end. Your intellects need to imbibe this very well. Continue to churn this. Continue to remember the Father. If you don't have remembrance, you will claim a low status. By your remembering the Father, the consciousness of your body will end. Sannyasis also practice this stage and leave their bodies in this stage. However, their part is separate. This is why they have to take rebirth again. His followers believe that he merged into the Brahma element and that he cannot come back here. The Father explains, his followers, referring to the sannyasis followers. The Father explains, no one can go back home yet. At the end, all the actors come onto the stage. Everyone will then go back home. At the end, when all the actors come onto the stage, everyone will go back home. These are a limited, perishable plays. Whereas this is the unlimited, imperishable play. You can explain it very well. This drama continues to move like a louse. Those people create small dramas. They make false films. They have some good things in them. For example, they show the incarnation of Vishnu. It isn't that someone comes down from up above. Lakshmi and Narayan come to play their parts, but no one incarnates from up above. The Father is now teaching you, children. Only then can you understand these things. Previously, you too had degraded intellects. When the Father explains these things to you, your forehead opens. When whatever you had listened to for so long was of no use. Instead, you continue to fall even more. This is why you make everyone write it down. Only when they give it to you in writing, can you understand that something has sat in their intellects. When people come from outside, you ask them to fill in a form, and you then tell them whether they belong to your clan or not. The main thing is to know the Father. They should understand that the Father truly teaches them every cycle. You have to ask them for how long they have been pure. They don't reform that quickly. Maya repeatedly catches hold of them. She sees when someone is weak, and she then swallows that one. Maya even swallowed some Maharatis. The example of the scriptures are from this time. In the temples too, they've shown Maharatis, in brackets, elephant riders, the horse riders, and infantry, etc. You can see your own memorials. When you have become those, devotion will end. You cannot bow down to anyone. You ask them, where did they go? Tell me their biography. Baba has made children, Baba has made you children knowledgeable. This is why you can ask them these questions. And so you should have that intoxication. Doctor says only 8 pass with honors. This is a very important examination. Each of you has to check yourself. Have I, the soul, become pure? The battery will only become charged when you have yoga. If you have yoga with the Father, you will become Satopradhan. Tamopradhan souls go back home. This too is the drama. There is nothing there that causes sorrow. Even the cows there are very beautiful. They show such beautiful cows with Sri Krishna. The furniture of eminent people is also beautiful. The cows give a lot of milk. This is why there are rivers of milk flowing. Not literally, but things will be so pure and plentiful. They're not flowing here. You have now become knowledgeable. You consider this world to be degraded. All the rubbish of this world is to be sacrificed. When all the rubbish has been removed, everyone will then become clean and pure. We are going to our kingdom. It is called heaven. As soon as you hear this name, you experience happiness. Ach, to the sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children. Love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father, Bapdada. The spiritual father says Namaste to the spiritual children, and the spiritual children say Namaste to the spiritual father. Essence Vedhana, first book. In order to reform this unreformed old world, reform yourself. Refine your intellect with remembrance of the Father. Second point. Have a heart-to-heart conversation amongst yourselves. Don't have any debates. Donate knowledge and fill everyone's treasure store with it. And Baba's blessing for today. May you have a broad and unlimited intellect, and by remaining seated on your seat of self-respect, make all your powers work as per your orders. Baba explains. With your broad and unlimited intellect, use your service in the form of all your powers in the task at the right time. Remain intoxicated with the titles you have directly received from God. Remain seated on your seat of self-respect, and you will experience all your powers to be ever ready to serve. They will be waiting for your orders. So use your blessing and inheritance. Be a master. Be yoked. And have your service serve in a yoked way. And you will remain constantly happy. You will not repeatedly have to put in a request for anything, and your service will be the 8 pounds. So you will not repeatedly have to put a request in for anything. I have a slogan for today. Before carrying out any task, especially make this awareness emerge. The awareness is success is the birthright of myself, an elevated Brahmin soul. Before carrying out any task, especially make this awareness emerge. Success is the birthright of myself, an elevated Brahmin soul. Om Shanti. Become a carefree emperor. Abyak signal for today. Become a carefree emperor of the land without sorrow by being full with all attainments. This was the point for the whole month of March. Today's point, the Father is making you do it. The Father is the Almighty Authority. The explanation. The easy means of success in service is the one who is getting everyone to do everything is making me do it. If I am doing it, then you receive the fruit according to the capacity of the soul. When the Father is making you do it, then the Father is the Almighty Authority. Then you receive just as elevated fruit of karma. So always keep in your awareness the carefree sovereignty you have received from the Father and the godly gift of heaven on the palm of your hand. Lovely blessing. So do have a powerful day. Have a sweet remembrance, filling your treasure store with this knowledge. Om Shanti.